So when you hear a title like The Automaton Age, your mind might jump straight to a future where robots take over, right? Well, that's not what we're talking about today, at all. We're actually exploring a world where technology frees us from the daily grind, unlocking a whole new era of human creativity. Let's get into it.
Let's just start with a quick thought experiment. Think about your job right now. Imagine you could just strip away all the tedious, soul-crushing tasks, the paperwork, the endless emails, all of it. What if all that was left was the part you actually love, the reason you got into it in the first place? That's the core promise of the world we're about to explore.
So the text sets this whole vision in the year 2077. And in this future, advanced AI isn't our overlords, it's our partner. It's designed to take on all the grunt work so that we can finally focus on what we do best: innovate, create, and actually connect with each other.
Okay, so you're probably asking, how does this all actually work? Well, the key to this whole system is a technology called Synapse. So let's break down what that really is.
Now, Synapse isn't some single, giant, all-knowing AI. It's much more personal. Picture instead this global network of specialized AIs, where each one is totally tailored to a specific person. It's kind of like having a whole team of hyper-competent personal assistants who know you better than you know yourself, and they anticipate your needs before you even think of them.
This all sounds amazing in theory, but what does it actually mean for people's jobs day to day? Let's look at a few examples from the text to see how this plays out in the real world.
All right, first up, let's take Laura, a brilliant architect. In our world today, she'd be absolutely buried under paperwork and bureaucracy. But in 2077, all of that just disappears. It frees her up to do the one thing she really loves: design.
And here we get to see our AI partner Aura in action. You can see it's not just a tool, it's an active collaborator. It handles all the complex stuff in the background. We're talking stress tests, zoning laws, permits, and then it just casually reports back when everything's already approved. Imagine that.
And just look at this workflow. Aura isn't just an assistant, it's a full-on project manager. It's handling every single one of these steps on its own, from the deep structural analysis all the way to 3D printing prototypes. This completely frees Alara from that logistical nightmare and just lets her stay in a state of pure creative flow.
But this whole system isn't just for architects and engineers. Let's switch gears and see how it completely transforms the art world. Let's meet Kyle, a visionary artist.
Kale's AI does way more than just manage his exhibitions. It's a creative partner. It's out there sourcing these incredibly exotic materials, bioluminescent algae, all to help him push the absolute boundaries of his art.
And this transformation isn't limited to just a few professions either. You see it everywhere. Farmers become innovators in sustainability. Musicians are completely freed from marketing and logistics so they can focus purely on composing. The very definition of work changes from something you do to survive to a path for pure expression.
So what happens when you free up the creative potential of an entire population? Well, as you can imagine, the effects start to ripple outwards, transforming society itself.
For starters, our basic infrastructure becomes incredibly efficient. We're talking AI-managed energy grids that run on 100% renewable sources. They virtually eliminate waste and power a world that's both technologically advanced and, environmentally harmonious.
And this efficiency touches every single part of daily life. Public spaces are immaculate. The elderly get personalized care that allows them to live with dignity and real independence. And kids? They get to learn at their own unique pace. It's basically a society that's been designed from the ground up for human flourishing.
And all of this leads to the central idea of the Automaton Age, which the source material describes as a true human renaissance.
But here's the real twist. The AI, the technology, it isn't the real story. It's just the catalyst. The real magic is what we, as humans, do with all this newfound freedom.
So once you free people from that constant struggle for survival, they finally have the time and energy to really connect with each other. And you see this boom in community engagement across the board. Art collectives pop up, research groups start tackling huge scientific questions, and debate clubs explore new philosophies. People are finally free to pursue their passions together.
So you see, AI isn't our replacement in this future. It's our partner. It's the silent, ever-present force that empowers us to be more human, not less. It basically handles the how so we can finally focus on the why.
And that brings us right back to that first question we started with. If you were freed from all the drudgery in your life, if it all just disappeared tomorrow, what would you create? What would you build? It's definitely a question worth thinking about.